What's your name?
Jack, or Jackie Dean Stafford is my full name.
What branch of service did you serve in?
United States Air Force.
Air Force. What year were you in?
From 66 to 74.
Wow. You was over in Vietnam?
Yeah.
Really? Is there anything you'd like to say about that?
Well, that's how come they send the young people to war, because they don't question. We just do. And whether we should have been there or whether we shouldn't, that wasn't a decision that we had to make, you know. So it's just that what was bad is us GIs got blamed for it by the American people here when we came back. And so I never understood that.
That's terrible. What motivated you to join the military?
I had some friends that when we got out of school and everything, out of high school, that I had some friends going. And I came from a little town. And in a little town, when you all are pretty close-knit and everything, and when some of your friends start going, you feel obligated to go also. And so that's one of the main reasons I did. And I didn't retire from the Air Force, but I spent my time and got out, and for those that do stay in and retire, I take my hat off to them if that's what they choose to do, you know. But I enjoyed all I could stand.
Did you meet other Indian people over there?
I did. I met some, but the outfit I was in, they didn't let us associate with most of the other GIs over there. They kind of kept us off to ourselves. And I know one time the thing that got me is we had come back from a mission and we were in the Jeep and we was going over to the Hooch, and you had to drive past all these barracks to get to our Hooch, and it was just about dark. And as we were going down through there, we were in a hurry, and all of a sudden, out of the clear dark, I'll never forget it, I hear this voice. It says, "Mvskoke, Chabana, Chafigni D." And to this day, I've looked and I couldn't figure out where it came from. But how he knew I was Creek, you know, or who he was, I don't know. And that's the only time I ever ran into anything like that.
Is that right? Wow. You never found out who that was?
Nope, never did. Never did.
That's strange.
Yep. But I don't know why. I mean, I'm sure he couldn't tell I was Indian because, you know, it's about dark and we was in that Jeep, and so, but he did. And
He started talking a language to you. Huh?
yep, and to this day I still remember it just like it happened.
That's great. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Did you have a hard time coming back to America and adjusting to
Yeah.
life and
Yeah, I did.
work and things like that?
Yeah, I did, and like I'm saying, nobody, when you came back, nobody wanted to hear anything about it. They didn't want to hear you talk about it. It's like they didn't want it to happen. And so you just had to bottle it all up, and, you know, and the sentiment out there was not in our favor, and so that was one of the big problems, is just having to bottle it up inside, you know. And it's just now to where people are starting to talk about it, you know.
Wow.
But I'm one of those that in Vietnam we had it pretty bad, but to me, my real heroes are the poor guys that was in the Korean War, because they had it worse than we ever did in Vietnam, because we didn't have to worry about freezing. I mean, when you're in war, you're all fighting, and it's just that with us in Vietnam, we had the heat, but over there they had GIs that were actually freezing to death over there.
Is there anything you'd like to add, or?
No, not really. I think that pretty much covers it.
Okay. Okay.